God gave it to me.
Hello.
Hello.
How can I help you, sir?
He whispered in the ear of my ma.
2 combos, please.
And thus I was named.
There you
Nope.
go.
Arthur.
Alright.
Did you know your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's not true what you just said.
Hmm?
Because if she heard the voice of God, she would have died immediately.
She made tough stuff.
Yeah, God's tougher.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fish do exist, even if the government knew. And they
Hello.
Hello there, Thaddeus.
Lolly, how
I'm
you
busy
doing
currently.
today? No, I'm not busy.
Okay, well, I wanted to ask, is there anything in particular you like to do in your free time? Maybe go to the beach, or
I like to
to be
ride my bike
perfectly
around, but then I also
what?
like water dump my bike a lot. But I do
Oh,
like to ride my bike a lot. But like I'll do anything. Like I tend to make a lot of friends with people who want to sit around and have deep conversations, and that's fun too. But I can do whatever. What do you like to do?
Thaddeus, I think I'm unfortunately that sort of person. I'm working on getting better, and doing lighter things.
Yeah,
So,
let's try it together.
Okay. You're
I
free
just
currently,
accidentally ended up in a
right?
in a gang location. Okay, I'm leaving.
You should drive away.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah. So, where do you want to go?
Oh, well, I used to be really into photography, which is it was always a good excuse to just sort of wander around.
Yeah.
And you say you have a bike. Is it a 1-seater or a 2-seater?
It's a 2-seater.
It's a good off-road.
It's okay off-road. It's not as good as I have 2 bikes, but the other one I can't fix right now. So.
Oh, okay.
This one's a 1, but it's fast, which maybe not great for photography, but it'll take us places. It'll take us where we want to go.
And if you don't mind stopping every now and then, you have to be driving the whole time.
Yeah, of course we can stop.
Okay then. I'm at the food court. I suppose I could wait outside. How far are you from the city?
Well, right now I am passing Red Garage, so I'm right near the food court.
Oh, okay. I'll be out in just a moment then.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Sorry.
What's up, Nori?
Not sorry. What's up, Mike?
Yeah.
What you doing? Nah, just hop in, Nori.
Hello, I'm right here.
Oh, that's you.
Nori. No, no, I know who. No, she's
So,
not her,
Thaddeus.
Yes.
Sad. Do you happen to know any really nice places around the island?
I know a few of them.
A few. Okay,
Yeah.
so show me one of them.
All right. Let's see. Do you like altitude or just kind of prettiness, or both?
I suppose
or ugly,
both.
because ugly's also fun.
Right, that could
Alright.
be interesting. How about that?
You want ugly? All right.
Yes.
We can do some ugly photography here. All right.
So, where are we headed?
We're headed up by Zancudo. It's not in Zancudo, but it's
Is
by
it the swamp?
No, it's not the swamp. It's where they put all of their like old trailers and machinery and framing and
Old
stuff.
trailers and machinery. Okay. So, Thaddeus, how's your day been?
Well, it's been pretty good so far. I just woke up not too long ago, so you know,
So what do
getting
you
my day
do
started.
when you wake up? Do you start by going to the food court? Do you go for a little walk? Do you call a bunch of people?
First I check my texts to make sure I don't miss anything, because I get
right.
I get a little anxious if I leave someone hanging. So
Okay. I don't, because I do that all the time, so at this
Yeah.
point I really shouldn't worry about it.
all right. Well, after that, I figure out what I want to wear for the day.
I see.
Then I generally go to the food court, but sometimes I don't, because I have food coming in a different way, or I have leftovers from the day before, or whatever. Then I'll see if I need repair kits or bandages, and I go get those. And then I figure out usually if Signy's available, and we hang out for a while. And I do a lot of just working. Like,
Thaddeus, you said you go every day to make sure you have bandages available.
yeah, well, I
Are you a
check
good
my.
driver?
I'm an okay driver.
You know, you are on a bike, so...
Yeah. It depends. It depends on how I'm feeling that day, I think. Whether
or not you speed.
Well, no, I'll speed. I'm not concerned about speeding. Although I can keep it slower if you'd rather. But
Oh, no, it's just, I used to know, I suppose most people I know, they drive very quickly, even though they're not the best at it, so they're always crashing. I was just
Yeah.
wondering if you were like that.
it depends on my mood. Yeah, I can be like that. But I'll tell you what, when I get out into the into the wild more, where there are
Over
more animals.
here.
Yeah, like where there are more animals. I don't like seeing animals in distress at all, so I kind of try to like be a little more careful out here, you know? So that's one thing. Although out here is also where if you are an adrenaline junkie at all, you can do like jumps and stuff, and that's fun until you crash and go head first into a hill or something, you know? But I keep bandages on me at all times, and I use them occasionally because right now I am unable to feel pain. Eventually, that hoping that comes back because pain is helpful. It lets you know you're gonna die. So
Right, and you should probably stop whatever you're doing.
exactly.
You're not, I don't know, hurt in any way you should be concerned about right now, are you?
No, I checked myself over this morning. And every once in a while I'll go to the hospital just to have a check-in, make sure everything's okay. Yeah.
Well, I think normally I'd ask you, how did that happen? But in the interest of keeping this light, I do just want to say this is an interesting spot. I don't think I've ever been here before.
Yeah, it's real nice. It's and by nice I mean it's a lot of different things to look at,
Right, it's not actually very beautiful.
Yeah, no.
Is this part of the military base?
I think it technically is. I think it's where they just put stuff that they don't need inside, but also like there are lots of pipes and stuff, so I'm wondering if they help, like if they're part of what keeps the military base going, like
Well, I mean,
some of
if
them.
it was critical, we probably wouldn't be allowed over here. So.
Yeah. It almost looks like they started building something and just abandoned it at some point.
Does.
One day, I came out here and I got held up by a person right about here.
Oh.
And, well, I don't normally see people out here when I come out here. No, I think he was a gang member. He's probably looking for something. But, he held me up and, he asked me why I was in Los Santos.
Why you're on the island?
Yeah, like why
at
I was in
all?
the city, like what,
It's very strange.
and why I was here specifically. And then he also he asked me a lot about my mom because she was one of the reasons I was here. So we had a conversation about that. Then he made me sing country music.
Oh, did he specify a song or did you choose?
I chose.
What
Yeah.
did you sing?
I Got Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks.
I've got. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't listen to music, but I could look that up later.
Yeah, it's an okay song. Yeah, there's a lot of good angles here.
I suppose there are. I might come back here later with some lights. Could probably
Yeah.
do something very dramatic here.
They're also like back behind Zancudo, like over there, back behind the fence. If you walk around a little, there are like water tanks and stuff where they're like mixing water. Probably mixing other things too. Those are kind of cool as well. Yeah.
They're just open tanks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's odd.
Probably doing something with the
What
rainwater, I
happened with
imagine.
That guy, did he just leave after you sang?
Yeah. I don't know if he was. I'd never seen anyone out here before when I came out here, so it was odd to me. But
Well, this is my first time being here, so I'm glad there's no one here to hold us up.
yeah, this is
What weapon do you?
I'm surprised they don't hold like events here. I have a knife. No gun
Okay,
though.
well,
But yeah, I'm surprised they don't hold events here because just imagine like standing around this edge, watching people fight down there. That's the kind of event this town likes.
I've seen that sort of thing, but more towards grapeseed.
Yeah, or in the
Maybe
liquid
they
library.
just don't want to do that right here next to the military base.
Yeah, maybe. Might get shot down.
Right. So did you enjoy singing?
Yeah, well, it's something that when I was a teenager, I wanted to be a country music singer. So I figured I'd give it a shot, but I don't know that I really want to do it.
Well, you know, the music scene in the city is pretty big.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
probably all kinds of people you could talk about with that sort of thing. Sorry,
never
talk
really-
with about
yeah.
that sort of thing.
or about. I never really learned to sing or play guitar or anything. I didn't have time for that, so I'd still have to do that first, you know?
There are probably plenty of people who would be happy to teach you.
I'm sure.
Did you ever write a song?
I've written a few. I don't have them anymore, though.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I suppose I could ask for them back, but I don't know if the person who has them still has them or not, so.
Are they here in Los Santos?
Yeah.
So you gave them the only copies you had of your songs?
Yeah.
You know, lately I'm getting into writing poetry, so, you know, songs are a kind of poetry, right? I think it'd be
Yeah, I think
interesting
my
to see
songs are
those.
more like poetry than songs, usually. My dad and I had a couple of years there where I asked him to bring back poetry books all the time from the library. We'd read poetry together.
Oh, you know, maybe you could talk to Nicholas Ray. He's the person
Nicholas
I'm
Ray?
talking with this about. Yeah, he's always at the Liquid Library.
All right.
There was some sort of incident in the city that, I don't know how to explain this. He lost a lot of his books, so I think lately he's having to reprint everything, and it takes some time, so he'd probably really appreciate the company. What is the point of this spot?
Well, the roundabout is just so people can turn around, but I don't know
Right, but
why
go
they
this
bothered.
way?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe for that over
So-
there, whatever it is. Like
Oh, that building.
They're tank. Well, no, the platform there. They're like tanks and stuff on it. So maybe this is just an
guess-
easier way for whoever needs to maintain those to access it.
I suppose.
I don't know. It's just a guess.
So, you know, Thaddeus, when I do outings like this, I find that it's usually me asking questions and that sort of thing. You know, is there anything you wanna ask me? No, if not, that's fine also.
Well, I'm not sure. What are you comfortable talking about, Lolly?
Well, no, I don't know, but if I don't want to answer the question, I'll let you know.
Oh, that's good to know. What all do you do? Yeah, you say you've been writing poetry. What kind of poetry? What's your poetry about?
Well, I've currently been attempting to write poetry. I've never really written it before, so
Yeah.
let's see. I basically just started yesterday, the other day. I wrote something about Delver Lee. I ran into him. Yeah.
All right.
Do you know him?
His name sounds familiar, but I don't know if we've met.
I thought he was a clown, but when I saw him, he didn't have any paints on. He said he was having a bad time, so I don't know.
Yeah.
He didn't exactly seem sad, but I don't
Well,
know him all that well, so I probably can't judge.
He lost his pants, huh?
No, his paints, his
Oh,
face
his
paints.
paint. His paint. That's a much different thing to lose. Maybe he's just not feeling it right now.
I suppose not. You want to see the poem I wrote for him?
Sure.
Okay, it's just that first page. Now let me know what you think.
I think it's very to the point, and I like the style of it.
Oh, okay. So it's good that it's to the point.
I think, yeah, poetry, poetry is a lot of times about giving a certain mood of something, and things being to the point can sometimes mean, like, you're talking about a very interesting concept of, like, taking off your own face, you know, and still being okay. Like, taking off your own face due to dark times and still being okay with it. And that's a very emotional concept. So to have the poem be very to the point about it, it just makes it feel like it's just something that happens, you know? And it's expected to happen every once in a while. And I guess emotions are like that, you know?
I suppose so. I have read some poetry before, talked with Rays about it. It seems like you're supposed to make stuff up to represent other stuff, but I don't quite get that, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of different kinds of poetry. Abstract poetry. A lot of people think poems have to be abstract, but you can make a poem out of pretty much anything. There's something called a found poem, which is where you just
Fountain
listen.
poem?
A found,
Found.
like,
Okay.
yeah, where you just listen to things that are going on around you, right? And you write things down, and then you take all the words that people have been saying around you, and you just reform them into a poem. And that's not really abstract. That's just what people are saying, you know? You find the beauty in it.
Okay, so you. Okay, that sounds interesting, actually. I like that. I might try that.
Yeah. And you can think about poetry like music too. I know you said you don't know a lot of music, but there are
No, I
songs that
don't.
are very abstract, about abstract things, abstract concepts. But then there are poems about, like, you know, painting your tractor green. So a poem can be anything.
Oh, what's that?
It's my notebook. I'm seeing if I actually wrote anything like a poem in it recently, and I did not. Sometimes I forget. I forget things, so it was possible that I had one, but I don't. So
I see.
yeah. So you like flowers?
Yes, I do. There you go. Something to remember this by. This has been pretty lighthearted,
you.
right?
Yeah, we didn't get into. We talked about poetry. And
So how do you feel
what
about
this place is.
dancing parties? Do you go to parties often?
I get a little overwhelmed when there are a lot of people around.
I see. Okay.
I used to go to parties, in clubs and stuff. It was kind of expected of me, and so I did it. And it was okay, but I'm different now. So someday I'll be better. I went to like a pride event, and it got to be too much for me, so I had to leave. But you know,
Okay. So that's too lighthearted.
I don't know. Maybe like game night. A game night would be fun. It's a kind of party, you know.
You know, Ray's also hosts game nights. Not
Oh,
sure
yeah?
all what kinds of games, though. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So, okay, so you were talking about tanks earlier, right? You said they were in there behind the fence.
Well, no, just like these up on these platform. Well, like here they just have like some sort of valves, but then there's this tank over here. It's like a kerosene tank or something. It's not like military tanks. I don't know where they keep those. You know, like things like this over here, they have to be maintained because you don't want them leaking. So,
Right.
but yeah. This place just feels like the skeleton of something.
It definitely looks like that.
Yeah. Do you like parties?
Do I like parties?
Yeah.
I don't mind them.
Do you have fun when you're there, or do you just tolerate them?
Tolerate is, I think, a bit of a strong word.
Mm.
'Cause it makes it sound like they're not fun.
Well, sometimes they're not. Then enjoy them, or just like kind of feel like you normally do while you're there. That's less precise language, but
You know, Thaddeus, I think before I would have answered the question maybe a little differently, but, well, gosh, I mean, I really just don't, I just don't mind them.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would say that that's just indifference, but even indifferent seems like a strong term there.
Right,
know?
because you're really supposed to enjoy them, or else
Yeah.
why be there?
Exactly. I'd say once upon a time I enjoyed them.
but you don't currently.
Well, I'm from a place where I knew everyone and everyone knew me, you know?
Right.
It's different here. So, like, I might go to a party with one or two people that I know, and then they know other people, but I get a little overwhelmed meeting a lot of people at once, you know? So, I'm sure it'll get better as I've been here longer and I meet more people, you know? And then I'll be the one running off to talk to somebody I already know.
You know what? Yeah, Thaddeus, that'll probably be what happens. I am. Also, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something.
Alright.
I have something else that's kind of bothering me. So I answered that question wrong. I'm sorry. I really like parties, actually.
Oh,
Go to
okay.
quite a lot of them. I used to go more with my friends, but you know, some of them have flown out of the city. They're just so busy with work, so I haven't had the chance to really go to many lately.
What were you thinking about?
Just it seems like there was another bombing at the hospital. And I had a friend who was injured in the first one, so
There was a bombing?
sorry, not at the hospital, at City Hall.
Oh.
So is that a rabbit? Sorry, but yeah, I love parties.
Alright.
I love dancing too.
Yeah. What's your favorite
Oh
dance?
yeah. I mean, it depends on the music. You know, it really should match the music. And unfortunately, there's no music here, so.
Oh. Yeah. Well. I'm not a great dancer. I just kind of do what my body does, you know?
I see. Okay. You know,
Yeah.
maybe at the next party, you could try something out, see what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
I don't suppose anyone gives up dance lessons.
No, and I don't. I mean, I like to dance. I just don't. I don't really care if I look silly doing it. You know, it's never been really
Well,
an issue
if you
for
don't
me.
care, if you look silly, does that mean, you know, you like to drink?
I I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
Um. I I don't know if it'd do anything.
Oh. Is this related to you not feeling pain?
Sort of.
Oh.
Before I could drink. I could drink some things, and other things I was unable to process correctly, and it wasn't a good idea for me to drink them. So,
Okay. So, okay, so you go to parties sometimes, but I suppose you can't really party then, 'cause drinking is kind of the basis of the.
I did a lot of time in my youth being the designated driver, you know,
Okay.
which was fine for the most part.
Okay, well, you know, Thaddeus, if there's another party, can I invite you to that?
Sure.
I mean, it's not like I host any. I really know people who host them, but there's always something. Well, there's usually something happening. I don't know if there's anything today.
Oh yeah, I could probably turn my Twitter notifications back on.
No, it doesn't seem like there's anything happening today. Alright, sorry, I'm almost being a phone person.
How do you feel about animals?
Animals? Any specific
Yeah.
ones?
Well, we were talking about pigs the other day, so how about pigs? You like pigs?
Not particularly, no. I mean, I did know someone who had a pig for a pet once. I suppose that one was very cute, but other than that, I don't really have any interactions with it.
Ah. Oh, how about birds?
Well, they're not real, right? Sorry, I see people say that a lot.
I have trouble kind of differentiating. So
Between birds?
between real and unreal sometimes. So birds feel real. I had chickens growing up, so they were real. You know, they don't really fly, so they're
Right,
kind of
maybe it's just the
weird for
flightless
birds.
ones.
Yeah.
Sorry, the flighted ones that are fake.
Sorry, I have to answer a text. A friend is worried about me.
No, it's fine. Wait, why are they worried?
Because I didn't contact her today.
I didn't interrupt anything, did I?
No. Well, I guess I did contact her today, but I didn't, like, ask to hang out or anything. We had a weird interaction last night. It's fine.
They just crash.
The plane?
No, that car that just sped by.
Oh. Maybe. You know, planes crash around here all the time.
You're right, they do.
Yeah. Sometimes, see, like this bird over here. Oh, there it goes.
That just took off.
Yeah, sometimes they do seem like they're not quite real. They just flap their wings and just kind of levitate for a while without moving. But
like that
like
one
the-
up there.
yeah, like that one up there. But that never happened back in Iowa. You know?
I think there are quite a few odd things that happen on this island, but
Yeah. But I'm getting used to them, so there are definitely a lot of birds around here right now.
they're probably not just watching us. So.
Well, if they are, they wouldn't be seeing much.
So, you know when you say you have trouble distinguishing real, what's not real, I assume you have someone, to talk to who you can call about that sort of thing.
Yeah, most of the time. Lately she hasn't been around much, but she's back. She's back around. So I'll probably talk to her today or tomorrow, I imagine.
Oh, alright then.
Yeah. But, this is like, differentiating real from unreal.
Yeah.
It's something I've been dealing with my whole life. So it doesn't really bother me that much. It just depends on what the unreal things end up being, you know? Sometimes they can distress me. But,
Oh, wait. Stop.
am I getting, well,
This is not
a
a
lighthearted.
lighthearted, right?
Lighthearted.
Right, no.
Lighthearted. Listen, sometimes I just like to play pretend and be goofy. Silly, you know? Silly goofy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
You think it's useful?
Do I think, what's useful? specifically.
Being silly, playing pretend.
It can be. It can be useful, especially around other people, to kind of make them more comfortable. You know.
Right.
It's not something I do very much anymore, but I used to do it all the time. You know. And sometimes it just comes naturally. You know, you're in a good mood. You're silly goofy.
Okay.
You don't have
That
to
makes
try.
sense.
Yeah.
Alright then. Oh, do you think maybe we should probably leave, considering the race that came through, and now they're kind of circling. So.
Yeah. Alright. Where to now? I wonder. Let's see. We could go for a pretty place.
Sure.
Alright. Go.
Actually, what time is that?
You need to go back?
No, I was gonna say maybe we could stop by the city and I could get some lights. That would depend on how long you still want to hang out.
Well, the next place you may not need lights.
Oh, it's very dark.
Is it?
Well, I was thinking I'd come back here at nightfall,
right.
and maybe I'd have the lights at the next place. It would just depend on how long everything takes.
Yeah, I can take you back to the city to get lights. Let's see. There. News station? Is that where you get them?
Yes.
Alright. So let's see here. I think that's right. That's close enough. Gotta be a little careful, because, you know, racers.
Right. Thaddeus, you're not a single psychopath who would stab someone to death, are you?
No. I think, that's kind of why Ken hasn't decided what to do with me yet, I think.
Alright. Sorry, someone was asking for that on Twitter, and I can't imagine why.
Are you?
No.
Hmm.
I'm not looking for one either.
Alright.
Thaddeus, can I ask you, is it awkward at all being friends with Jesperson?
Is it, I'm sorry, is it awkward, you said?
Yes, he's a reformed serial killer. A lot of people in the city hate him.
Yeah, a lot of people warned me to stay away from him. We'll be getting into things a little bit deeper, but let's just say that I'm used to being around people like him. So I just kind of, you know, feels familiar, but I can say that I don't
That's
trust.
unfortunate.
I don't trust him, and I don't think anyone should probably. And that's all there is to that. I've told him the same, so you know.
Oh. Did he laugh when you said that?
Did he laugh
Yeah.
the first time?
Why did you say that multiple times?
I want to make it very clear to him
Ah.
where we stand with each other. And very clear to him that, you know, despite the fact that we seem to be becoming friends, that's not a connection I entirely trust. But it's a connection for now, you know?
So you don't just blindly throw your all into people.
I wouldn't say that, but I don't blindly throw my all into people who remind me of other people.
Sorry, I don't mean to say that in a negative way. I have a friend, a very good friend,
Hmm.
possibly my best friend, who does that quite a lot. And it's very crushing to her when anything happens to the people who she really cares about. So it's good that you can sort of, what's the word, tier things, that people have levels with you.
Yeah.
Oh, we went past the news place.
Yeah, I just realized that. I just kind of...
We didn't go too far past.
Was driving, you know?
Do you like to drive? Are you...
I do.
Oh, okay. I thought we were out of gas for a moment.
No, I was just waiting for that car to go by so I didn't U-turn right into a car.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Want to go to the front here? Yeah,
Sure.
probably. Let's go.
Okay, I'll be right out in a moment.
All right.
Okay, so the beautiful place. Or the high place. Or both.
Yeah, it's both. Well, see, that's what I get for not following the stoplights.
No one else does, so.
No, I find that when I do, I get in more accidents than when I don't. Because nobody else does.
And also the locals are very impatient.
Yeah. And they don't really know the rules of the road, but they seem to think they do.
And maybe it's
Well.
because that driving school hasn't been open in quite a while. Maybe everyone's just sort of forgotten how to drive.
Oh, I don't know. Is driving school a thing?
Oh, there was one somewhere in this area, actually.
Ah,
I'm trying to remember who worked there. I know Patrick Dussault worked there, but
Oh, the donut guy?
yes,
Oh, he's a nice guy.
he is. One of the nicest persons that I know. Oh, Thaddeus.
Yeah.
I realized you said you're not a single psychopath. So could I ask, who are you dating?
I'm not a psychopath. If
But you
I'm
are
any,
single.
yes, I am single. I think if I'm anything on that scale, I have OCD, but if I'm anything on that scale, it's probably a sociopath, but I don't even think I'm that, so.
You seem quite nice.
Well, thank you. You seem nice as well.
You're welcome. You know, honestly, sometimes I feel quite lucky. I know there are a lot of awful people in the city, but I seem to either just run into the nice ones or the bad ones when they're having a good day.
Yeah. I think, lots of times with bad ones, it's how you approach them. Or whether, I don't know, it's whether they're approaching you or not. It's hard to tell sometimes how you should approach them. But good ones, you can
Just
usually
don't,
approach them in
right?
any way so long as you're not aggressive, you know. I just sure chose the curviest road to come up and down.
You do. I like this road quite a lot, though.
It's a pretty drive.
It's a fun drive.
Yeah.
What kind of bike is this, by the way?
Akuma?
Oh, an Akuma. Is this your preferred bike?
Yeah, for right now this is the bike I like to drive the most. I haven't driven all of them that are available though.
Oh, that's
Planes crashing.
right.
Got out of Zancudo just in time. Though they don't tend to crash, you know, where we were. It's usually over on that road on the way there.
Okay, noted.
Alright.
Why, do you know them?
No, it's just, I'm glad I didn't try to get around that.
Right. Right as you were about to start turning, that was very close. Okay, I've definitely never been over here.
So, where's my actual turn off? It's over here.
So this is on that little side highway. So it's off the road, off the highway, and then onto a little dirt road off the side road, and then onto a smaller dirt road. Oh,
Yeah, and there are 3 prongs that have these platforms on them on this trail, so you can get different views of the island.
okay. I've only been to the one on Mount Chiliad. It's not coming this way, is it?
No, it's going the opposite direction.
Well, this is a nice spot.
Are there any photographers that you really like, or are you just really into taking your own pictures?
Mostly I mostly took my own pictures, but yeah, I was thinking of starting a studio for a while, but the process of starting a business was just a little too complicated. I found there are a couple of people around the city who regularly take really nice pictures.
My friend Signy might be able to help you with,
With a business.
well, with the steps to starting a business.
Okay.
I forget what it's called now, but she worked for SecuriServe, and then it changed to something else. She still works for them, as far as I know. But they help people, you know, go through the steps of starting businesses. So.
Okay. Well, is there a number in the lemon list?
Let me see.
How do you spell Signy?
It's not in there right now. It's SAINI.
Okay, that makes
I think
sense.
it's Finnish. I think.
Signy Leinonen?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and message them later.
All right.
Were you,
Yeah.
curious
It-
about the photos people were taking, or?
I mean, I like looking at pictures a lot. I don't do a good job of remembering to take them. You know,
Right.
I like to come see like scenic locations, but then I don't take pictures. I just look. Which, you know, it has its charm as well. Just being in the moment.
Right, I think that's better than going somewhere and taking the pictures and not enjoying it.
Yeah. Did you
But
go
I
on
like this
vacations as a
phone.
Did you go on vacations as a kid?
Oh, well,
You don't have to answer if that's getting less lighthearted. I was
no,
just gonna
it's
ask
totally fine. It's just,
what kinds of vacations you like the most.
right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Thaddeus, could I ask you something?
Sure.
Yeah, how are you enjoying this so far? This little hangout session?
It's good. It's hard to stay lighthearted.
Oh, it is. Would you like to?
Even
Would you like to? It's so kind of weird to ask this. I'm sorry. Could we be friends?
Sure. I think we already are friends.
Really?
That's what we're trying to do here. Now, there are different levels of friends, you know. Are we close friends yet? Probably not, but we can work toward that. Right?
Sure. I don't see why not. So we were talking about vacations.
Yeah. mm, my grandma took me and my best friend to this little amusement park in Iowa. It was only like a 3-hour drive from my hometown. It's called Adventureland, and it's just roller coasters, and it's a theme park. It's just not attached to any like cartoons or anything that you would see on TV.
I see.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite spot, but
Well,
I don't
you
know. I don't
what?
know that
Sorry.
it was the adrenaline or that it was just because I got to share it with Marcus. It was the only vacation I got to take. Well, it was the only vacation I got to take, really, but I got to take my friend on it. So
Well, I went on vacation pretty often, but it's never really took me where very exciting. And
was
mostly
it
to museums and the like. And they're
educational
little,
things?
right, science museums, that sort of thing. And a lot
Sometimes
of
science
camping.
museums can be fun.
I mean, sure, most of the time. Every time. Did you have boring science museums in your city?
We didn't have any science museums in my city. We didn't have much of anything in my city. It was pretty small. It's about 9,000 people.
Oh, that is pretty small.
But we I could go to one of the bigger cities around. We went on school trips. We went to a science museum, and we got to spend the night in it, and that was interesting. I remember the floor that my sleeping bag was on made my sleeping bag smell like floor cleaner.
Oh, that doesn't sound very nice.
No, but I was with friends, Those were my classmates. So it was like a big sleepover. And you kind of deal with the
With the floor
the-
cleaner.
yeah, you deal with the things that you could do without so you can have the things that you want.
Sure. Was this one of the trips you went on with Marcus? You said you only went with him on one.
Marcus wasn't in my class. Like we had two homeroom teachers, and he was in the other one. That year at least. But so that made it a little harder for me. Marcus and I were pretty inseparable for a long time until then suddenly we just weren't friends. So things
Or
happen.
was that a while ago then?
Yeah. It was a long time
Is
ago.
that something you're still upset about? In other words, is that something we should stop talking about?
Yeah, we should probably stop talking about it. But the school trips were kind of fun, But they were educational,
Right, they were.
and that was the funnest one. But it did smell like floor cleaner. So
So what about just trips with your family?
we didn't do much of that because we had a farm to take care of.
I see.
My my dad had some issues, so he didn't leave the farm very often. So it was just if Grandma decided that she wanted to trust my uncle to take care of my dad and the farm, then we can go on a vacation. But she did that the once. It was very fun for me going to Adventureland, but we got back to the farm and we had a lot of work to catch up on, and she didn't like that very much. So
Oh, well, I'm sorry. That sounds like that was a lot of work. That was a lot. You probably couldn't do too much.
I was used to it.
My
Yeah.
parents were, investors. Mostly my dad was. Suppose you could say my mother was a stay-at-home mom. But she traveled quite a lot, so... So I
So-
don't have any, tales of the farm. I suppose I could tell you.
Yeah. Did you have any siblings? I always wanted one. I didn't have one.
No, I was an only child.
Oh.
And I had a lot of friends before I moved away.
Were they close friends?
No, not particularly.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me a moment to, answer this.
You okay?
Yes, just, my friends are fighting. One of them is complaining to me.
I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, it's good that they feel that they can come to you with their complaints. But
Yeah,
it's
if
frustrating when two friends are fighting.
Right, it is. Do you mind if I call one of them for a moment?
Go for it.
Well, they're not picking up, so
No answer?
suppose they'll work out whatever it is themselves. Sorry about that.
That's alright.
So what were we talking about again? Marcus, your farm?
Friends?
Right. No, they were mostly school friends.
Yeah. I only had I had maybe 3 people that I got close to at any given time. 2 of them I dated, not at the same time, but
Alright.
and then there was Marcus. But I would say I mean I had a lot of friends. They just weren't close, you know?
I mean, was that enough for you? Do you want more friends now?
Well, one of the reasons I came here is to try to make friends. 'Cause, well, I'll say one thing that's not quite as lighthearted, but then we'll leave it. I wasn't really allowed to make
Really?
close friends.
How could anyone stop you doing that?
Well, that's
Sorry,
that's
don't have
venturing
to
into
answer. Actually, don't answer that.
the heavy.
Don't answer
Yeah.
that. Also, I'm a little bit thirsty. Do you mind if we stop by the food court?
Sure. I keep locking it because I forgot that I didn't lock it.
You know, I have been in the city for several years, and I still always walk up to my car and lock it because I thought I locked it.
Well, I normally do lock it, but I was like, well, I don't need to lock it here. We're the only 2 people here. Go a little slower going down.
Sorry, I said that wrong. I think I'm about to unlock it. but then I locked it. And I already thought
Yeah.
I locked it. So it's just, I've been doing that for years and years and years. And at this point, I think I'll be doing that until I die.
Yeah. I mean, there are worse things you could be doing until you die, you know?
Right, there are. You know, Thaddeus, this has been pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know, for
It's fun.
something that isn't a party or a little hangout at the beach, this has been nice.
Yeah. It's been, breath of fresh air, as you say. Be a little
Really?
lighthearted. You know?
Okay, that sounds good for you.
Yeah.
Thaddeus, can I ask you something else?
Sure.
So, I suppose you don't trust Jasperson, but you hang out with him for whatever reason. Do you trust
Yeah.
Moon?
I've met Ian twice.
Oh,
So, and never alone. It's always been a group situation. So,
are you concerned he'll attack you?
am I concerned that I'm concerned that
attack
anyone would attack me here?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Including
Right.
me?
You could. I don't know you very well yet. You could have something in you that makes you want to attack me.
I don't have any reason to do that.
Well, that's good.
This is what, the second time I'm meeting you?
Yep. Some people in this city, I've noticed specifically, don't seem to need a reason. Now, you haven't
To
given me
attack
any.
you.
Yeah, well, to attack anyone. I think you haven't given me any indication that you would be one of those people. I feel like you're not going to attack me, but whether or not I trust that feeling, you know, it's just I'm always on guard, I guess.
Sure, that makes sense, I suppose.
Now, what I would do if someone attacks me, that's different. I suppose that also has to do with my mood, you know?
Right. This is getting a little heavy.
Yeah. Do you trust Ian? Or Moon, as you call him?
Just in general.
Just in general. I mean, I suppose not to attack you is implied in the general trust, you know?
You know, I don't know if I trust anyone not to attack me, but I don't have any reason to even think about it occurring.
Sure. Yeah, I try not to think about it either.
Right, not bad.
I guess I don't have to
try.
try very hard. I just don't think about it very often.
You know, Thaddeus, everything that you talked about at that redemption circle, Yeah, are you seeing an actual therapist? Not just person.
No, I'm seeing an actual therapist.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, Jesperson. I'm not using him as a therapist there. I'm using him to help me break some things that need to be broken, which seems to be his
That sounds
specialty.
very ominous.
Yeah, but hopefully he'll allow me to keep calling the shots in that regard, you know.
I suppose so. Do you want anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
You could do like the news or something, or like Mosley. Yeah, or you go back to your sandy rat shit. But what's the point?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
That's all right. I'm waiting for Lolly to come out of the food court, and
Okay.
that Jason, sneaky guy,
Mm-hmm.
just went past me. So
Okay.
what are you
Feeling-
up to?
I'm about to ride up a mountain on a bike.
Ooh.
Yeah, with like impromptu double date.
All right.
Mm.
I'm probably gonna ride up a mountain on a bike too.
Oh.
Depending on if Lolly comes back. Probably a different
Okay.
mountain, because I'm not going
Okay,
to
which
one
one?
of the big ones. Just
Oh,
the
okay.
one over by the court center, you know.
Oh,
where
okay,
we sat
okay.
that one
Yeah.
time. She's
Uh-huh.
looking for good views, so
Okay.
just
Well,
kinda,
there are some there. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Especially when it's
Um,
nighttime like it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Are you feeling
I should-
okay?
I should probably check to see if Joe's around.
Yeah. She has a
Um,
warrant.
She did. She turned herself in yesterday.
Oh, she did.
So
Okay.
well, she's probably.
Oh, well,
it's
it was
probably
still
a
active
bail
today,
warrant.
but
It's
yeah.
probably a
Yeah,
bail
probably.
warrant.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you go check on her. And, yeah.
Actually were to hit like the fan. that'd
You
be
sure you're okay?
terrible.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
They just
All right.
left. So
Okay, good.
All right.
Okay, good.
All
All right.
I don't know where Lolly went, so I'm just gonna text her, and I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
that I need to go, and then I'm gonna go see if I can find Joe, or
Okay.
just spend some time alone until I feel okay again.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, try to see if you can find her, or she picks up or something.
All right.
Okay. Well,
All
call
right.
me if not.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye.
Hello. Oh, you were just going back outside. I was talking to someone. Okay. Is he okay? Okay. Alright, then. Okay, bye. So did you maybe want to go to one more spot, or, are you hung out?
I might be a little hung out. I just had a call with Signy.
Okay.
And I saw some people I didn't want to see. So it
Oh.
kind of tanked my mood. Well, the call with Signy didn't tank my mood, but the people I didn't want to see tanked my mood. So.
Who are those people?
I can't remember now.
Skipping the topic.
No, it's
Because we're still technically hanging out, so it's not very late.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I had a car. I can't remember where I put it. We're not too far from the apartments. You could drop me off there.
The apartments? All right.
Yes. I hope you have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, you too. This was fun. We should do it again.
Oh yeah, if you'd ever like to, just call at times to chit chat or something like that, that's fine.
All
Do you
right.
mind if I, say good morning, good night, that sort of thing?
That's fine.
Okay then. I'll see
All
you
right.
later then, Thaddeus.
Yeah, have a good day. Or night.
You too.
Whoa.
Oh, ow. Why did you run me over after?
That didn't go as planned there.
Where's everybody at? Hello.
And you know what? That doesn't count. I think. We were done hanging out right before you did that. That is far too many bandages.
You will have them for a while now.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry.
It's
Hey,
okay.
does any of you
No
guys
time.
any of you guys have a lockpick?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have one with a little bit left on it.
Thank you. That's all I need. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
Yes.
You too,
Thank
Lolly.
you for the bandages.
Yeah.
said to me, "Who's a good boy?" So I said, "You're one."
Okay.
Lonely. Just not taking anymore. I'm so lonely. I just don't know what to do. I'm so lonely. Feel like I'm gonna crawl away and die. I'm so lonely. Feel like I'm gonna hack it apart. I'm lonely. Feel like I'm gonna crawl away and die. I'm so lonely. Feel like I'm gonna hack it apart. I'm gonna hack it apart. I'm gonna hack it apart. I'm gonna hack it. Too lonely, lonely, lonely. See the lips of somebody, something makes me feel less lonely, lonely, lonely. No, do it. I know I can do it. I just wasn't so lonely, lonely, lonely. I was just busy talking to Blue Street Mama. I was talking to Blue Street. I was just busy talking to Blue Street Mama. I was talking to Blue Street. Way up above, can you hear me? I've been so tired. I've been so tired. Lord up above, can you hear me? I've been so tired. There was a part of me that wanted out of a situation, and you know, couldn't let go. There was a part of me that wanted out of a situation, but you know, I couldn't let go. I was just busy talking to Blue Street Mama. I was talking to Blue Street. I was just busy talking to Blue Street Mama. I was talking to Blue Street. There I go now. I've been thinking about you, baby. Thinking about you. There I go now. I've been thinking about you, baby. To love you, and then with my friend. To changing you, and then think of my friend. Again, I wasn't paying attention. I was moving my microphone. Sometimes I sound muffled. It's because I keep moving my microphone out of my face because it covers up it covers up some of my screen. And then I just don't notice, and I don't move back. Okay. It's time for these. Seriously, man. Jesus Christ. This thing needs repairing. Yeah. So when I was a kid, a teenager, I worked at a radio station in my hometown, and I ran a pre-recorded show on Sundays. Sunday mornings, I'd like get up and be at work by 5 in the morning as a teenager, which is crazy. Anyway, it would play this song a lot. It's Take 5 by the Dave Brubeck 5. I don't know that I don't know if if they wrote it or if this is just a performance of it. It's jazz though, so like, I don't know if anyone writes jazz. I guess they have to. Some jazz has. I don't know enough about jazz to know how it works. I just know that a lot of improvised music comes out of jazz. So what the hell, man? Broken heart. This is a song called Excuse me. Hey. Dumb lady. What are you doing?
Hello?
Hello, Ember. Are you
Huh.
still in prison?
Oh, no, I'm out.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you, Ember.
Yeah, I'm just wandering around at the moment.
Oh. That sounds enjoyable.
Oh, yeah.
Wandering around.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. You
I hope
continue.
you're having a good day.
I hope you're having a good day as well, Ember.
Oh, yeah.